morning, Happy New Year. This last night I was thinking about who would I bring forth going forward into 2017 as a new me. Of course, it's an ongoing process. But I came across a quote in my Animal Chaplain homework that I wanted to share with you. It kind of ties in with my message. There is only one infinite being. Since God is one and God is infinite, there is only one life, or God life. As we go out into our gardens, let's be reminded that even though the life shows up as 12 different species or 100, it's all the one. And that was written by Joel Goldsmith. My kitten, Marvin, recently told me that he liked to go outside because everything was so alive. And it struck me with such a 2x4 that as I strengthen my communication abilities with animals, their wisdom is just so profound. And when I found myself, he told me that as I was standing out in the street waiting for Blue and Marvin to do their little morning adventures. And I realized that I was standing amidst God, that underneath my feet, the bacteria, the rocks, the little plants, the sky, the rain, everything was sacred, including myself. And one of the things that I realized that the animals tell me is that they don't communicate in sentences. I think there's a great deal that we lose in words, but it comes as a whole package, a whole understanding. And so when I felt the word alive, I got alive. And I was sitting in my house and I'm thinking, this is my own little structure that I've built around myself that I call home. But to some degree it separates me from the sacredness outside, but only barely. And so what I choose to walk this year is my greater and greater appreciation for the sacredness around us. Ram Dass said that the only reason there appears to be more than one God in our religious ideas is strictly from our ignorance. And the other concept that I want to work on this year, and I have managed to create a default in my being, is to go, when something unpleasant happens, something that's somewhat alarming happens, like I did a 360 on Christmas Day going home up in the black ice up on Thornberry Ridge, and it flipped me around and pushed me backwards into the soft mud in the bushes. There was no damage, I was not hurt, but I just got out of the car and I thought, here I have a choice. I can either be hysterical or I can look for miracles. And so I started counting my blessings. I'm in the soft grass, there's a little tiny bit of damage, but my car is fine. I'm fine, it could have been trees, rocks, cliffs, etc. And then the other thing that I watched was just how God works, in the fact that so many people stopped. So many people stopped to see if I was all right, to see if I could use a helping hand, and everything was fine. I gave them lots of likes as they drove by. And that's the way I pursue my life these days. So going forward, I will work on my discipline about staying in gratitude for every little thing, and quit being so critical of the things that could be so much different, so much more negative. I love what Eckhart Tolle says, even if you're signing bankruptcy papers, they're just papers. So I am choosing this year, 2017, to remain diligent in an appreciation of the sacredness everywhere around me, including y'all. Thank you.
Beautiful.